My sister stole my $30,000 Rolex, then Grandpa walked in with a gas can. My golden child sister stole my $30,000 Rolex. My parents defended her, then my grandpa showed up with a gas can, and the room went dead silent. I've always been the invisible one in my family. While my sister Victoria got praised for breathing, I got criticized for existing. She's 26, a failed influencer living off mom and dad's money, posting selfies, and calling it a career. I'm 28. I'm a commercial pilot who worked 3 jobs to pay for flight school. Graveyard shifts at a warehouse, weekend catering gigs, tutoring high schoolers in math. Every dollar I earned went toward my dream. The Rolex Submariner date was my reward. I'd saved for 2 years to buy it. $30,000. It wasn't just a watch. It was proof I made it without them. Last Sunday was mom's birthday dinner at their house. I wore the Rolex because, honestly, I was proud of it. I'd earned every second the thing could measure. Victoria's eyes locked onto it the moment I walked in, like a predator spotting prey. Nice watch, she said, her voice dripping with something I couldn't quite place. Must be nice having money to waste. I ignored her. But I felt her staring at it all night. Every time I moved my wrist, her eyes followed. 2 days later, I came home from a flight. My apartment door was slightly open. Not broken. Just unlocked. The watch box on my dresser was empty. My $30,000 Rolex was gone. My heart dropped into my stomach. I immediately checked my security camera footage. There she was. Victoria. Clear as day. Using the spare key I'd given mom for emergencies, she walked straight into my apartment, went directly to my bedroom like she knew exactly where to look, grabbed the box, and left. 4 minutes total. She didn't even try to hide her face. I called my parents immediately. Victoria took my Rolex. I have her on camera breaking into my apartment. I'm pressing charges, dead silence on the other end. Then mom's voice, tight and defensive. You're going to send your sister to jail over a watch? She probably just borrowed it. You know how she is. Dad grabbed the phone. Victoria said you promised it to her. She's going through a rough patch right now. Just let her keep it. Be the bigger person. They knew she stole it, and they were covering for her. I drove to their house that night. I didn't call ahead. I just showed up. Victoria was sprawled on the couch in the living room, wearing MY Rolex on her wrist, posting Instagram stories with it prominently displayed. Showing off MY watch like it was hers, she looked up and smirked. Hey, thanks for the loaner, that's stolen property. I said, my voice shaking with rage. Take it off right now, or I'm calling the cops. Mom jumped between us. She's your sister. She needed something nice to wear. You're being selfish. You have plenty. Dad stood up, blocking my path to Victoria. We'll buy you a new watch. Something reasonable. Victoria needs this for her influencer career. It's an investment. I stared at him, genuinely shocked. So stealing from me is an investment in her career, he shrugged. Family helps family. This is what we do. This is why Victoria is the favorite, I said quietly. It finally said it out loud. Well, not in words, but in actions that screamed louder than any confession. I pulled out my phone and played the security footage. Victoria walking into my apartment. Taking my watch. Leaving, Victoria stood up, still wearing my Rolex, completely unbothered. You did say I could borrow it. Remember? Last week at dinner, the gaslighting was breathtaking. I'd never said that. She was literally rewriting reality in front of my parents, and they were nodding along. Fine, I said calmly. I'll let the police sort it out. I pulled out my phone to dial. Victoria stepped forward and blocked my path. That watch is mine now. What are you going to do about it? The front door opened behind me. Grandpa walked in, carrying a red gas can. The room went dead silent. He set it down slowly on their expensive white carpet. The metal made a hollow thunk that echoed through the room. Somebody want to tell me what's happening here? Grandpa's voice was calm. Too calm. His eyes went to Victoria's wrist. At the watch, she tried to hide her arm behind her back. He smiled. The kind of smile that made me feel safe and terrified at the same time. The one you stole from my grandson, Mom found her voice. Frank, this is between the kids. Stay out of it. He picked up the gas can. You raised a thief. You congratulated her for it. You gaslit the victim. That makes you accomplices. Grandpa unscrewed the cap. The sharp smell of gasoline filled the room immediately. I bought this house for you 30 years ago, he said conversationally. Put the down payment in my name since your credit was garbage. Never transferred the deed. Guess I was right to keep it that way. Victoria's face went white. Mom grabbed Dad's arm. Here's what's happening, Grandpa continued. Give back the watch. Apologize to your brother. And I let you stay in my house. Or I report the theft myself, press charges on behalf of my grandson, and you find somewhere else to live. Mom lunged for her purse. You can't do this. Grandpa pulled a folded paper from his jacket. Deeds in my name. Already talked to my lawyer this morning. It's legal. It's binding. And I'm done watching you destroy one child to prop up another. Dad tried reasoning. We're family. You can't just, family doesn't steal. Grandpa cut him off. Family doesn't pick favorites while the good one suffers in silence. You've got 10 seconds. 1. Victoria started crying. Real tears this time, not the fake one she used to manipulate our parents. This isn't fair. 2. 3. 4. She ripped the watch off her wrist and threw it at me. Take it. Are you happy now? I caught it. Scratched on the clasp, but intact. Now the apology, Grandpa said. I'm not apologizing, Victoria screamed. Grandpa tilted the gas can. Gasoline poured onto their white carpet in a dark, spreading stain. Mom shrieked. Stop. Okay. Stop. She grabbed Victoria by the shoulders and shook her. Apologize. Right now, through tears and choked sobs, my sister whispered, I'm sorry. Louder, Grandpa demanded. I'm sorry I took your watch, she screamed, her face red and streaked with mascara. Grandpa capped the can. I'm putting this house in my grandson's name. You can rent from him if he's generous enough to let you. Otherwise, your 30-day notice starts tomorrow. Dad's face turned purple. You already filed the paperwork? Already filed. Already approved. Signed the final transfer on Friday. He looked at me. Time to go. As we walked out, I heard Mom crying behind us and the sound of Victoria breaking something glass against the wall. Grandpa put his arm around my shoulders as we got to his truck. Should have done this years ago. We drove to his place in silence for a while. Finally, he spoke. That watch means something to you. I looked down at it, running my thumb over the scratch clasp. It means I made it without them, he smiled. A real smile this time. That it's priceless, and it was, because it wasn't just about the watch anymore. It was about someone finally seeing me. Finally choosing me. Finally saying that what happened to me mattered. 3 weeks later, I signed the deed. The house was officially mine. My parents sent a long email begging me not to evict them. Victoria sent nothing. I gave them 60 days instead of 30. Not because they deserved it. But because Grandpa taught me that being better than them was the real victory. They're still living there. Paying me rent every month. On time, because they know I won't hesitate to follow through, and every time I check my watch, I remember, I didn't need their approval. I never did.